Today I'm going for an MRI scan. I've never ever had an MRI scan before in my life, and I'm a little bit on edge, shall we say, about it today. I suppose what I'm feeling is what you call fear, and I think it's the fear of the unknown, of what may happen. Like if I have a panic attack in the tube, or I get hurt in there, or maybe the brace that I have that's welded to my teeth that I've had since I was 16 is going to get yanked out, and like my jaw will be dislocated and there'll be blood everywhere from the magnet force of it drawing it out. However, I've got an even bigger problem. I've taken my necklace off, I don't have any piercings, but I've got an issue with my rings. And you can see I damaged my hands at CrossFit the other day, and I've got to try and get these off. So that's number one, to try and get these things off. I should have not put them back on from yesterday, should I?
How dare you not put a wedding ring back in?
How dare I not? How am I going to get this one off? Like literally it is swollen all there. What if I can't get it off?
Then they will. I think last time I had a ring that wouldn't come off, they put like a cotton thread through it, and they wind it around it and it pulls the skin through, and it hurts like a bugger.
Well, I'd rather try and get it off myself, thank you very much. It's like giving birth. Yeah! Oh! Got it off. That's what it's like to be married to you, Baz. It's painful. Right, now that little drama is over and done with, we can get on with the vlog. You see, maybe there are things that you do want to do in life, but you're just in fear of doing them. You're worried about doing them, and they're simple little things that a lot of us take for granted, but for you, and maybe me, they're actually really big things. It could be something like walking into a clothes shop and not worrying about other people judging you for just being there. It could be going to a class or into the gym and not worrying about people laughing at you for being there. It could even be just being able to walk in to a room full of strangers and not worrying about making a complete tit of yourself when you get in there. But I think there comes to a point in our lives when we have to say enough is enough. This has got to stop. Are you meowing at me, Pooey? Oh no, this one was meowing. What's the matter? Always wants cuddles, always wants attention, that one.
Talking about me? Talking about me?
I'm talking about Frankie.
Yeah.
What's the matter? If I do today with fear, it's going to be difficult. And I don't know about you, but life's difficult already, right? So why should we make it any more difficult? We can do it without the fear of going to the MRI, not worrying about having a panic attack, not worrying about, you know, if I can't just get up and run, and not worrying about my jaw being ripped off by a large magnetic field. You see, I'm the sort of person that if I can understand something and I can put some sort of context to what it is that's going on, then I am able to understand it better. I can make better sense of it, so I can apply it to myself better. Right, so here it goes then. Fear is an emotion from our subconscious mind that steers us away from anything that's unpleasant, anything that we perceive as painful, or anything that is basically dangerous. And the subconscious is always doing the best strategy for the most happiness. But is running away from all these situations and all these scenarios, is that really the best strategy? I mean, is that what we really want, to just shut ourselves away from life? Because I know, me personally, I don't want that. And we may not be able to turn the fear off immediately, but we can make it a bit easier. So someone once told me this about fear. They said fear is this. It is Oh, hang on a second.
I need my sunglasses.
No, and I forgot my letter. I forgot my letter. Right. She's called me stupid. You call me stupid?
Stupid is, stupid does.
Right, that's not very nice.
I'll tell the license as well.
Yeah, go on then, off you go. Make sure you do something with your life. FEAR stands for Fascinating Evidence Appearing Real. But what the hell does that mean? What it means is it's a complete and utter fantasy that we're making up in our heads. Maybe to keep us happy, maybe to keep us safe, but whatever it is, it's a fantasy that we are creating in our mind that is actually not real. And the guy that actually delivered that to me was my first experience of hypnosis. It was a guy called Dominic Knight before I became a control practitioner. This was about my fear of being sick, emetophobia they call it. And he just put this to me, you know, because I was worried about eating sandwiches in shops with chicken in them because I had this thing about chicken. And he said, look, Laura, this is a complete fantasy. The stuff that you're thinking about is not real, of, you know, getting food poisoning. He said, look at all the people that eat sandwiches in the shops, like Marks and Spencer's, whatever, and how many of those actually get sick. And when you think about it like that, it's like, yeah, it is a complete fantasy, this whole thing that I'm making up of I'm going to go to Marks and Spencer's, get a sandwich, eat it, then I'm going to be sick. And you know, when I heard it from him, it was almost like a little bit of a light bulb. We all automatically, I think, go down the worst path. You know, you don't know what it's like when you're going to walk into a room of people. You don't know what it's like when you're going to walk into a shop. You like to think you know what it's going to be like, but again, we go down the automatic bad route because we're trying to protect ourselves. We don't want to be embarrassed and all this kind of stuff, and it's only natural really, but is it necessary? Is it needed? Do we need to be holding back in life because of a fear that is just fantasy appearing, what is it? Fascinating evidence appearing real. Got to go, that was a nuclear medical, we've got to go to the MRI. I thought I saw nuclear on here somewhere, the nuclear department.
But it did say MRI on there as well.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, there we go. Different place. All finished, all done. The camera's died on me. So, but they kept this a little bit quiet. Let me show you. Yeah, dye. They injected dye into me, like, you know, so they could see all the veins and bits and pieces, but they kept that bit quiet. Can you imagine what my fear would have been like if they'd have said that? But it was absolutely fine. Obviously when you hear all the warning signs, that sound like warning signs, don't they?
Well, you summed it up quite well. It sounds like a digger.
Yep, so I've had...
Sounds like a nightclub.
I've had a nightclub, a digger, I've had warning signs,
yeah.
I've had a vibration because it vibrated, the table vibrated, so I had a little bit of a massage.
What else did you do?
I think that was it really. But, oh, yeah, some really bad nightclub music, and then I was like, oh, here we go with the drill. Really hope that's helped you with fear. Maybe there's something you want to do, as I said, like go into a shop or walk into a room with lots of people that you've never met before, or even just go into a class. Remember that it is fascinating evidence appearing real. It's what we make up here is what we want to become our reality. We have to understand that on a fundamental level.
It's false evidence appearing real.
It's fascinating evidence appearing real.
False evidence appearing real.
Well, that's not what Dominic told me.
Well, he's wrong.
But essentially, look, we can either do things the easy way or we can do things the hard way. And I chose today to do the easy way. I chose to turn the light switch on and enjoy the experience so I can give back to you.
Whatever it is, it's not real. Whatever you're thinking it is going to happen, it hasn't happened yet. So.
It hasn't, exactly. And there's nothing you can do about it, so there you go. Right, there you go. Hope that's helped. If you like, am I doing the whole if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if it tickles your bits, hit the subscribe button?
You've just done it.
There you go. And if you're on Facebook watching this, then give it a love heart.
Give it a share.
Give it a share. And tell us what you are going to be fearless in doing.